So today I thought we'd take the front bumper off and repaint the sheet metal thing I have under the crash bar. It's getting a little rusty. If you can see in there, all the little stones and stuff that have hit it. Because I was very impatient and didn't use Rust-Oleum to begin with. So we're going to take that off and repaint it just a flat black. And I'll do something to it later. To remove these little pieces of garbage, I just use a screwdriver because I'm too lazy to buy a tool. To get this little guy off, you just poke and pry at it, and eventually it either breaks or comes off. Now the secret here is that little hidden screw that is technically that. It's hard to see in there, but you have to get down in there and it magically will let you pull this out. Oh, what a pain. There, so we have the bumper off. It's dirty. It's wet. It's raining now. But that was our last project, and I didn't sand that part because I wasn't quite sure how it looks. And I have the great car part repair with zip tie to hold my license plate on. But I used that sander instead of like an angle grinder to get this off, and it turned out a whole lot better than the stuff I was reading online. I posted it on the Ford forum, so if you want to see that, I'll put a link down below. But this is what we're going to remove. All this is a little tiny piece of sheet metal, and I took all the arrow pieces off so I can just bolt it right into the crash bar, so I didn't have to like wrap it or put it down in. But we're going to remove this. I'm just going to sand it with some regular sandpaper, and I got black Rust-Oleum paint. I'm just going to leave it black, and we'll call it good there. You can check out the ram air. It's glow in the dark. It doesn't glow in the dark. Sorry, Velocity Tech. It's still pretty awesome, but it doesn't glow in the dark. For all you wondering, I thought it was the easiest way. I just kind of like tapped into these. They're already there. I just drilled a hole to line up with those and use the screws that came with it. But you can see I didn't use any kind of coating, and all I did was tape that off to make that, but I kind of grew out of that, so we're just going to leave it black for now. I might put a logo on there later, but all this is some stainless steel that we're going to paint over, so I'm going to go outside, paint that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just picked up I think it's a semi-gloss Rust-Oleum. I'm just going to paint that piece of sheet metal, let it dry. I think later if I put a little decal on there, I'll put some clear coat over it, but for now I believe the Rust-Oleum should hold up. It's starting to get nice out, so I don't think there's going to be too much rolled salt left, but we'll get it painted, let it dry, and we'll put it back together. there we go. Nothing special. Paint's a little bubbly, but you don't see it. You can't even really see it when you get up real close. The Hoonigan you can see real well because it was obviously white on black, but we're gonna let it dry and we'll come back. Alright, so the paint dried, sort of. It's still a little tacky, but I mean, it's just gonna go on the car, it'll dry. I'm just gonna leave it in the driveway. So. If you look up close, you can tell it doesn't look the greatest, but you can't see it. So later on, I'll fix it. I'll get a new piece of sheet metal. I'll make sure it's flat. I mean, you can't see it. No one's gonna get down on their knees and put their eyeballs through the honeycomb of a grate. But if you do, too bad. It's my car. But we're gonna reinstall that, put the bumper back on, show you what it looks like, and we'll be done. Now, because I had it certain spot, I wrote top on it because I wouldn't remember anyways. So it's basic installation. We're just gonna put it back, screw it back on, put all those horrible, awful clips back on. The one other thing I ran into trouble is if you over tighten it, that screw like takes the paint off from the washer, but if you just be careful, it doesn't do it. Alright, so I think I have everything. It looks good. It covers the crash bar, so it's not so big and silver. You see down in there, it doesn't cover too much. I left a little open on top so that there is a little color in there, but it's dark, can't see it. I don't have that ugly black thing there now. Future stuff, I would like to get redo that. I saw it somewhere and it looked pretty good, but I would like to get a front splitter to maybe go along with it. I kind of like the silver and black stuff. The only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the headlights. First time I did that, I left one unplugged. Alright, so headlights work. It looks mean. I love these headlights for the HID, for the Stage 3 package. They look amazing at night. But, that's all we're going to do for now. I would say it probably took me an hour and a half, roughly. I had to let that paint dry. And taking those clips out, they suck. So I'm going to buy some new ones. I saw some that kind of look like Christmas trees. They work a little better, and whatever the heck those things are. But you want to stay tuned for the next video. We'll do another install, and I'll see you guys again.